This next match, though, is a quota place to be won, if I'm not mistaken. Though in the W1 gold medal match, there is a place that the archer who wins world champion is automatically earns a quota place for their country. Right now, at this point in time, Great Britain already has 7. It looks like 7 quota places won for Rio, and China.
2.
9 places
9.
already they've won.
Okay. Yep.
That's quite a few. Our gold medal match is going to see Joe Frith from Great Britain coming in, ranked number 2 against
Guo Ying, also top ranked. She was the leader with also 640. Both archers with the same score, but Joe was ranked 2nd, while Guo Ying won the qualification. We have already now about 50 people on the stands. You don't see them because they are sitting just on the shooting line. We expect some more. It's a beautiful day. We have concessions here. We have ice cream. We have many amenities for our spectators compared to what we are used to. I think this event was definitely a step forward for para-archery.
It has everything that we find in many of the large events that World Archery does, the World Cups and other major events for them. So for those of you who don't know, para-archery and the para-archery division is fairly new under the umbrella of responsibilities at World Archery. It's about, I'm thinking about 10 years now that the two organizations have moved. Para-archery formerly being under the International Paralympic Committee's governance and responsibilities. We're excited to have them as a member of World Archery, and they bring a lot of exciting archery to our members and our spectators who watch us worldwide. Guo is shooting first in this match. Looks to the coach for confirmation on the shot. It was a strong shot. 9, just a little low, just a little left. Frith starts out with an 8. Both of the arrows to the left on the targets. Another 9 for Guo. You see her looking back, checking with the coach for confirmation, either on points of technique or for where the arrow is located. Joe answers with a 9, just down by 1 at this point in time. It's early in the match.
And the third 9 by Guo Ying. 27 points. 10 needed for Joe to tie this first. And no, it's a 9-9-8, 26, so 26-27.
But a nice group. She can certainly definitely make an adjustment in her sight, drop those arrows down just a little bit, and be
Mike Peart,
right in the game.
Her coach, very experienced archer. He was shooting in the British national team, both recurving compound at a high level, and he is now the head coach of the Paralympic archers in Great Britain. And he just went there, and she moved aside. So we see what will be the outcome of it in the second end. 1 point different, that's the confirmed, yes, 26-27. We'll see who will be the first of these two archers hitting the 10. Joe also very experienced archer, very well known. Actually the whole GBR para archery movement is very strong.
We saw quite a number of Chinese teams yesterday. They did well, team competition. We're actually going to see 5 or 6 athletes involved in individual competition today. China strong representative for para archery in the Asian continent. Joe starting out the match, so she's down by 1. Sorry, starting out this end. And
we
starts out strong.
We have the first 10.
There you go. That sight adjustment makes a difference.
I always say to all 9, I always say to all students when I'm teaching archery, or to everybody in a tournament, you know how much money you spend on this site? Move it. 10.
Nice group for Joe.
Another 9.
Quite a number of years back, I was at our Olympic trials event in the States.
8. 28.
And we had been at the tournament for 3 or 4 days. And as the selection process went, the numbers were down to maybe the last 8. And a familiar coach in the American scene, very loudly stated to his athlete, you know, they make those sites movable for a reason. And the rest of us around him laughed because it was obvious he was trying to get across a message. The archer just shrugged her shoulders and said, okay, whatever, coach.
Sometimes they're really not listening.
Yes, it's true. Sometimes you have to beat him over the head with the stick before it makes a difference. But once they learn that lesson, it's usually embedded fairly strongly in their memory banks. Arrows are being pulled. The scores must be confirmed, and we are 27 for Guo Ying and 28 for those ends respectively, which brings us to an even match, 54 for each athlete. So that means that Guo Ying will start the next end as she started the first end. Whenever you have a tie in either the cumulative score for compounds or the set scores for recurves, the athlete who started the match goes back to starting the end. Archers have received their instructions from the line judge, and he takes his place. And the signal is given to start. The archers get a 10-second ready period before the timing sequence starts. As we've mentioned before, they get 20 seconds per arrow. These ladies have just another nice rhythmic shot. It's up, it's no nonsense, it's get the shot done. Guo starting out with a 10. Joe Frith starting out with an 8. Guo answers with another 10. She stepped up her game just a little bit after having seen Joe start out with 2 10s on the last 3 arrows. She's decided to challenge her. 9 for Joe. And 8 for Guo, just a little high and right. Last arrow of this end coming up for Joe. And it's a 9. Tentatively, the scores for that end is Guo Ying with a 28 and Joe Frith with a 26.
2 points lead.
We'll wait to have the scores confirmed. They're not confirmed until the target judge and the athlete's agents go down and actually see the arrows up close and in person and confirm that, yes, those are the scores that we have indicated in the preliminary electronic scoring devices.
This is what happened yesterday. Germany was shooting against Russia the final, and there was a disputable arrow on Germany, but everybody thought Russia won. They were already saying, the crowd was, Germany lost and Russia won. Even the commentator said, Russia new world champion. And then we saw on Judge Jim Larvin, and he spread both arms, and it was a tie.
Yes, that was exciting yesterday.
And everybody, yeah.
Even the athletes on the team
Yeah,
teams were a little surprised, and they were excited to be able to come back and have a shoot off. In the end, it was still the Russians who won.
But it was one of the most exciting things we saw yesterday, because the crowd really played with it, and we had full stands. We had really full stands for the German team. Here in Germany, in Donaueschingen. Again, we are here in Donaueschingen, in the south of the Black Forest, at the source of the Danube, the largest river in Europe. The source of the Danube, the Danube goes through 10 countries from here to the Black Sea.
I knew it was a large river and fairly prominent in the European landscape. I didn't realize this is where it all started.
And just 300 meters from here, two little rivers are merging together, and this is the source of the Danube. So another X from Joe. Ooh. So we have a third 10 until now, the first X, and a 10. Good answer from Guo Ying. Whoa, second X.
I think she's got her mind set on picking up those 2 points she lost last end.
Yep.
Guo's not necessarily shying away.
High level. It's definitely
we are in the gold medal match. We should expect those reactions out there. Very nice group for Joe.
109. So she won't make that result that she did against Jessica in the semi-final, where she had 140 to 132. 28. So 110, 19.
She picked up. Joe was able to pick up 1 point against Guo Ying.
And this is the frustrating thing. If you shoot maybe a perfect 10-10-10, and the other shoots a 10-10-9, you do the best you can do, and you just gain a point.
Yes, and it is in the end. Sometimes it's a game of inches and millimeters. We've seen very often, since we brought the match play into effect, the tying of arrows in shoot-off situations where it's too close to call. It's meaning it's less than a millimeter in distance between the arrows on two separate targets by two different archers that are shooting in a shoot-off situation. It's less than a millimeter, and it's called a tie again. At both the 50-meter compound distance and the 70-meter recurve distance. It's absolutely amazing. Two different archers can be so consistently shooting against each other. And we in archery think that's the exciting part, that the degree of competency is very high. The scores are confirmed. So Joe will start this last end of this gold medal match for Compound Women Open. 10-second ready clock is counting down.
And she's confident that she knows that she can shoot this score. She can shoot the 139 because she shot already with 140 yesterday. Friday. And she has a 10.
She's starting out with maybe that goal in mind.
Also, Mike Peart had the right words, as far as it seems, to bring her focus back on this match after she shot the 26, the 28, the 26, the 29. We see the second arrow with
and
the 10.
The match is all tied.
Ooh, that was a very fast arrow.
I was just going to comment that both ladies had a nice quick rhythm, and maybe that might have been a hair quick for Joe.
Oh.
Ying answers with a 10, and she leads the match at this point, 2 points up. Joe's last arrow is a 9. The match is now in the hands of Guo Ying.
That she needs a 7 at least.
Oh, and she shoots an X.
Whoa!
10X. Big breath let out there. Nice sigh of relief, I think, for Guo Ying. Well fought match, both ladies.
139 to 136. 3 points advantage at the end. And the new world champion, Women W1 Open, Guo Ying from China. And the podium filled of archers from GBR. Joe Frith second and Jessica Stratton third. Coming up next immediately, right? Stay with us. we had the men we will have the men W1 Open with another archer from Great Britain, John Kavanagh, against Italian from my home country. I'm still Italian. I live in Germany, but I'm still Italian, proud to be Italian. Fabio Azzolini for the bronze medal. Joe Kavanagh against Fabio Azzolini coming up next. Stay with us. You see, Mike Peart is just left the field, and we have the marshal of World Archery ready to bring in the next archers.